Today's November 20th, and today's quote is, "I can speak to you." And this is a quote from Srila Prabhupada. "I can speak to you through anyone." Srila Prabhupada. So the spiritual master, he's always praying for the disciple. Prabhupada would often say, "I'm praying to Krishna for you." And the spiritual master, by his inconceivable power, a person like Srila Prabhupada, can arrange that Krishna or he speaks to us through other people. I've seen this happen many times with my godbrothers. Even, I remember once, I was, this was in 1979, and I was struggling a little bit with a certain attachment that I was trying to give up. And I met a boy on the street in Salt Lake City, a Mormon city, so I guess he was a Mormon. And somehow or other, he told me, "You're going to be tested. For what you're doing, you're going to be tested." And I was being tested at that point. And he said, "You have to be strong." It was amazing. "You're going to be tested. You need to be strong. It's going to, you want to advance spiritually, there will be tests." And that's actually what I was going through. Another time I was dealing when I was younger, this was probably, I was about 26, 25. I was dealing with another attachment. And a sannyasi came and he said something, and it was one sentence that completely just destroyed that attachment. And I took it that Prabhupada was speaking through him, that Prabhupada sent him to speak what I needed to hear. So Prabhupada is taking care of us. Krishna knows what's going on. Prabhupada knows what's going on. If we're sincere, we're being taken care of, and messages can come from different people. Of course, we generally don't spend time listening to other people or reading other books, but occasionally we get information off the internet, some saying by a great philosopher, a great teacher, or we hear something on YouTube and it just strikes a chord. It's exactly what I needed to hear at that point. And maybe it's something Krishna conscious, but we didn't actually understand it in the context of bhakti. This person said it from a more secular perspective, and then it awakened in us the realization, oh no, Krishna's also saying the same thing. I didn't recognize it. I needed to hear it from him so I could recognize it in my own tradition. These things happen. Krishna takes care of us. Sometimes someone will gift us a book. It's just the book we needed to hear. It's dealing with the issues we needed to hear. Sometimes we just open the Gita to a verse. It's the verse we needed to hear. That happened to me yesterday. I was meditating on something and working to develop detachment in a particular area of my life. And somehow or other, I don't remember what I was reading, but somehow or like the perfect verse came up. And I knew this verse well, but I hadn't read it recently. And I was like, okay, Krishna, you know what I'm working on, you know what I'm thinking, and then you bring the verse. Or it may just come from within the heart, a realization that there's something I need to be doing right now in terms of my attitude, in terms of what I'm feeling, thinking, and so forth. And Krishna is now inspiring me, or Prabhupada from within me is inspiring me to develop that kind of attitude, because it's very important at this trajectory in my bhakti, in my devotional service, that I develop this attitude if I'm going to be successful in what I'm doing. And it's going to be different for all of us. And Prabhupada can come, Super Soul can come, who is Prabhupada's the external manifestation of Super Soul. The Guru is the external manifestation. He can come, and from within us, give us the right mentality. So this is actually how a good disciple thinks. He sees his spiritual master coming in instructions, sometimes from other people, and they say, oh, what you just said is what my Guru said, and I was neglecting to follow that order, but you've reminded me of my spiritual master. So that's very nice. So something you can meditate on in your life, and try to see the instructions of Srila Prabhupada. Try to see the instructions of your spiritual master in various situations. Hare Krishna.